Welcome back to WesPreGame. I'm joined now with Ashleigh Corvi, the rock star goalie for the women's ice hockey team. She just had her senior game here at Wesleyan. But I want to talk, Ashleigh, just first about how you got into ice hockey. I know you kind of had a late start, and it's a little bit of an obscure sport. So how did that work out for you?
So I started at 10, which is old for hockey standards. I have a brother who's younger. He's 4 years younger than me, and he started playing. And my parents just dragged the whole family along to the rink, so we were there, freezing cold on Saturday mornings. And, he looked like he had a lot of fun. It was a really great atmosphere, so I decided I wanted to play. As far as playing goalie, that's a funny story. I started late. I was 10 years old, playing with 5-year-old boys mostly. We were in a tournament, and our goalie actually, I think he had the flu or stomach bug or something. And since I was 5 years older than most kids on the team, I ended up being huge compared to most of the kids on the team. So naturally, me taking up the most space in the net, they said, "Oh, why don't you play? Because at least the puck will have a better chance of hitting you than the other kids." So that's how I started. I wish it was a better story, but that's the reality of how I started playing goalie.
Well, it's clearly paid off. I mean, I think that what they call you, the Cobra now on the team.
Cobra.
So you save, over 40. You have been known to save over 40 points in a game. So I don't think size is the story is anything to hold you back. So why Wesleyan? Why Wesleyan ice hockey?
I think that Wesleyan ice hockey just sort of has a different character than a lot of other teams. I think we might not have as much talent as other teams, but we have more heart and more desire and more grit. I think we work harder than any other team in the NESCAC. You can look around the room and there's 20 other girls that want it just as bad as you do and that will do anything, for you. And there's just it's a different sense. And coming onto campus, when my senior year or my junior year of high school, you could feel that. You could sense that, there's going to be a change. The coaching staff was great. I had an immediate connection with Jody. So it was just something I was really looking forward to.
So what's a week like when you're in season? How are you balancing your work and ice hockey and having a life? And
a lot of juggling, a lot of time management. We practice on average, 2 hours a day. Anywhere from early afternoon to late evening. So we lift 2 or 3 times a week as well. So it's a lot of time, but again, it's fun. You're with your friends. The people are like family to you. So it's time that you have fun and it's well spent. So I mean, as far as juggling the academic side of it, I actually went to boarding school, so I sort of had practice for that. For 4 years in high school, I had to play sports and do the homework side of things. So not to say that I have it right yet. I still find ways to get behind and procrastinate and everything, but it's definitely, you just get used to it. You find out what works, what doesn't, and I think you said a lot of athletes have said that it's actually easier when you're in season because you don't have as much time, so that the time needs to be used wisely. When you're out of season and you have more time during the day, you find yourself asking like, what do I do with all this time that I have? So.
And looking back on this past season, these past 4 years, what is it that you'll miss most about ice hockey, about your team, about Wesleyan even?
It sounds so cliche, but it really is just a family. You spend so much time with the girls every day. They know everything about you. You have so much fun. Just stepping on the ice is just such a release. It's a time when academics don't matter, when, everything, you can just put it aside and you just enjoy yourself. And I think that just having that sense of being part of something bigger than yourself is probably the thing that I'll miss the most, and just that competitive edge and just having the girls around, just having the team around is something that I don't think you can really replace. Even if you continue to play somewhere else, it's not the same as the bonds you've already formed with the girls here. So.
Do you think you can name the best moment that happened to you this season?
Oh God. I think winning our first game is the second year in a row we've beat Williams in the first game, and it's just the best feeling. You feel like you're on top of the world. You have the whole season in front of you. You're optimistic. Everyone's so excited. So it's awesome to see the freshmen get so excited because they've never won a college game before, and it's just an experience you can share with everyone. I think we must have cheered like we won the Stanley Cup. We were all in a pile. We all fell over. It was really fun. So that was something that was really nice. I think I'll hold on to that for a while.
We mentioned you are from Rhode Island. You just mentioned the Stanley Cup. So
yes.
Do you support the Bruins? How do you feel about NHL?
Geographically, right, I intrinsically am a Bruins fan. My dad is. I mean, my whole family is. We've grown up watching the Bruins. But I am a diehard Lundqvist fan. So by default, I do support the Rangers. I know there's a big conflict of interest there, but I love Lundqvist so much. He's like a huge idol to me. So I have to root for both teams, and when they play each other, I stay neutral and try to stay out of it and just root for the goalies. That's my default, just root for the goalies.
Yeah, how does it feel to be a goalie on an ice hockey team?
You know, it's funny. It's a stressful position. You know, when you make a mistake, everyone can see it. There's a goal, you know, whereas other positions, you know, you can make a mistake and you have someone behind you to make up for it. And I don't know, something about the pressures. I like that pressure, and you know, you have an opportunity to sort of lead on the ice because everything, you can see the ice, you have a different perspective than everyone on the ice. So I don't know. I think it's a really interesting position, and I think that it takes a goalie to know what a goalie's like. So I don't know if I can really articulate what it's like, but it's definitely a great opportunity. So.
And do you think that goalie leadership position has helped you as a senior on the team, talking to some of the younger girls, or how's your relationship with some of the younger teammates as you leave? Yeah,
we have 2 freshman goalies this year. So I mean, I've gotten to spend so much time with them and really get to know them and get close to them. And you know, it's my coaches always say, like, they look up to you so much, and I've gotten, you know, formed such a great bond with those 2 girls, and I can't wait to see them play next year and they have 3 amazing years ahead of them. But as far as the other team, yeah, you just, like, again, it's just a position that has a lot of pressure on you. So you know, people start to, I don't know, see you differently, and they depend on you a lot. So it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. You know, you have a lot of pressure on you, but when you come up big, you know, it's definitely, everyone's really happy with that. So.
Yeah. Well, you've definitely performed well this season.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being on our show tonight.
Thank you.